Hey Dan, so I'm going to give you all these photos. Some of them I'm not even going to bother using, so like these I'll just have you delete them. But let's start with this one. I'll just kind of move through. So this image plus this image are just two different images where I'm hoping that you can blend the two. I don't even know why they move like that, but they're just different depths. If not, let's just go with this image and just sharpen up anything, just clean it up so it looks good for, what's it called, for web. The other thing that I want to do on every single image is where the police is, just make that whole area all black. No police, just nice and black, just make it blend in with everything else. And then there's these numbers on the back, also get rid of those if you can. They should look, you can probably see them a little bit better. Yeah, so everywhere. So same here. Like this one, obviously just needs to be straightened. Let's talk about this. Like if you can just black this out, that would be great. And then sharpen this up. So let me show you what I mean by that too. So I know I don't have the best camera, but if you look at this, you can just see how sharp and crisp everything is. And then if you come back over to this image, it doesn't look nearly as sharp. So like right here, there's some scuff marks. If we can blend those, there's this white right here. If we can blend that into the rest of the knurling. Same thing with this. And then if you're able to add hard edges that just kind of make things pop a little bit more, you can see how that detail is in there. Let's see how much more we can zoom. So those are the kinds of things that I would love to see in some of these images, especially like where there's dust and just general, they're called aberrations, but defects. Right, so let's zoom in here. Could probably get in even closer. So like just smoothing this kind of stuff out on all the lines, and then maybe giving this area just a slightly harder line, so that the background, it just pops a little bit harder. So I think these are probably the same. One other thing you're going to notice on a lot of these is somehow this tail cap got pushed off a little bit. I don't know if you're even able to like take it off and straighten it. It's not that noticeable here. It is in some other ones, so that would be another thing to look out for. In this image, I actually think this one looks pretty good. The only thing I would say is if you can, okay, so smooth out some of these chips and defects, and over here, same thing. Smooth these out. Just add some crispness to it. If whatever you're able to do. And then one thing that I'm really hoping you can do here on the on and off is just add some kind of an outline or text, probably an outline, some contrast to make the on and off a little bit more visible from a photo like this. You might have to lighten it up on the side, things like that. So I think that's the same image. Okay, so this is a perfect example of just where we just want to make it sharp. So get rid of the police, get rid of this, smooth out these details, smooth out this kind of stuff, and then wherever else you're able to just add some kind of contrast. Again, something like, use this kind of as your example, and I'll even give you this link. That's going to help this image pop a lot more. And then, of course, have it in a transparent background like this. So I think that image is pretty good. This image is pretty good. That one, okay, so here's where the tail cap. I don't know if you can straighten that out, but this would be a good image to use except for this crooked tail cap. So if we use this, get rid of that, get rid of that, just fix all these defects as best you can, and then add some sharp lines along the side. This one, I think I gave you, yeah, so if we can blend these two, you can see here the front is in focus, here the back is in focus. That's all I'm looking for. And then I've got the foam there to hold it, but that's what it is. And then again, we're going to just talk about these areas, like these defects, getting rid of all of these defects here, everywhere that you can. They're here, they're right here, just cleaning them up. And I understand this is going to take some time, so that's totally fine. I think here, yeah, just blending these two images as best you can. You might be able to use that one. I don't think so. Okay, so this one is probably the best. So there's three. This one has the best. So if you can clean this up, get rid of that, police, sharpen everything up and get rid of some of the defects, smooth this out, this dust, this line, all that kind of stuff. You know, you're really just looking to make it as pristine as possible, like how this looks. Okay, so looks like there's 4 of these, so that one's the best right there. Here, I've got you 2 different images. I think if you can just blend them, it's not too much to clean up, maybe just right here, and then adding some sharpness to these borders would be awesome. And then, so this, I don't know how much you're able to do here, but if you can polish, see how this is polished? I got zoomed in here. If you're able to make anything pop in here, just so it looks a little bit cleaner, same with like the inside of this line, that would be incredible. That would just make it really, what's it called? It would just look better. And then I've got some ideas here for making the shockwave show up here. Okay, so last one right here. So the same thing, there's a lot of dust on this, so if you can clean up all that dust, make these edges look a little sharper, and then somehow make the on-off look a little bit better. And I'm even noticing, you know, for this one in particular, it might be a little bit different. Let me get back to it. Maybe if you were to just paint like this white, so it just clearly spelled on off. It doesn't have to be how it actually appears, but then you can read it. So maybe try a version of that. I love this image actually. It is a little crooked here, but I think it's fine. Actually, I don't know, because like you can see it bends right here and shoots up. So if you're able to somehow Photoshop that to make it straight, cool. If not, just clean this area up right here. And maybe do the same version where you put a little white on here so it looks like on off. These don't work. Yeah, I'm not even concerned about those. All right, man. It's a lot, I know.